Do you know the value of Zeranium on the open market? This is quite the whodunit.
We already figured it out, though. Investigate the N-ray range. For further correspondence from Abbott Newell. Head over here.
Got a bad feel about this line, huh?
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Wish. Between the invaders, the order defecting, there's no putting this rat back into the camp.
Oyster is looking pretty good
He
right
is.
about now.
Wasteland devoid of life? No, Arcadia is doomed. Plain and simple.
One second. One minute. Alright. Sorry, had to check out some text for work.
Well, I haven't seen this many folks cram together since we called libations light up a trust.
Boop. Look up local bounties. Take that. Take that.
The meaning of life is in there. And we are
Greetings, qualified engineer.
Alright, so that is the dude that we sent back.
Scienticians around the settlement inform me you've made some inquiries. Good, good. Continue poking around further, though. You must earn both sides' trust, you know.
Any advice on where to poke around or who to poke?
Have you spoken to all representatives of the Order? All of the displaced? The Doctor? The questionable types from Sub Rosa? Investigated the containers? If not, do. Well then, if you need me in the meantime, I'll be here, up to my ocular organs and requests.
this. Please input code now. Where could I...
Something down there?
Abbott?
Welcome back. I assume you're not here for that debate. Anything I can do to assist you?
I was hoping to enlighten me about something.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
About those cultists you mentioned before.
Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate always starts small, doesn't it?
Okay, so nothing from
Please,
you.
not so close. I'm aggregating vital, time-sensitive data, and your perpetual motion is distracting.
Okay, so they're no help to me.
Every scientician yearns to visit the dark age. One day,
Try and recall everything you know about the architecture. You determined this was an improvised structure, possibly multi-story, before it collapsed. Internal load-bearing elements clearly proved insufficient. Keep examining the wreckage.
Shame what happened there. I seen the whole thing. Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be.
My health was never in question, but anyone inside that would have been gravely injured.
Oh yeah, Duarte. He's former antis like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenberg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
Damn. So a bunch of this place have been hurt doing
Oh,
this?
you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes.
What worries me is you may be right by seeing you. Is you might be right by seeing you. Fucker. I don't think we can. Yeah, invisible wall. This way. This way. Okay, so need to look for.
By calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future. Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere.
What if I promise not to take much of your time?
Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
Seem fairly in the know. What's the situation in the settlement? Do any of the displaced ever engage
Oh, yes.
with you?
Though I must admit, some looked quite startled when I spoke on our schism with the Protectorate earlier. In retrospect, I may have started to yell in my enthusiasm. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously
math.
expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail.
Wait, that's how you've been helping the displaced here? Talking to or at them?
As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on Order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
I think we have different ideas of what considers practical advice.
Perhaps some other time we can debate the theoretical complexities involved. But I fear I must get back to my duties. These laypersons won't enlighten themselves.
I don't like you. Journal. See much is missed, wish to expand their settlement to the exclusion zones.
What happened to this place?
Already talked to you guys.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings. Talk about close quarters.
Just be grateful for what you have. Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders,
Do you
Refugees.
believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders, the Order defecting,
Alright, so we...
Some people think soup
Doesn't qualify as a movement. Those
And soup's a meal.
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
You said to search containers.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I wish there was a way.
With an 8.0 error.
Into here.
Do we know each other? Let's say we don't. I'm late.
It's something about the abbot. An Order victor appears actively engaged in educating the displaced. Members of the displaced have been injured trying to improve structures. An Order provisioner appears actively engaged in providing food and medical supplies to the displaced. Orlo Nast says Order predictions, while not always thorough or completely accurate, have reliably helped him to avoid danger. The displaced appear to have hired Sub Rosa Praxis to fight out frustration stemming from overcrowding.
My time is yours, for now.
Studying the lay of the land, you may soon decide how are things in Matriarch
Besides
Mercy.
what I've already told you, to put it gently, Disorganized, which is irregular for a group that prides itself on mathematical acumen. But with effort, patience, and collaboration, I am confident that Matriarch's Mercy will soon be a haven for the displaced.
Anyway,
Good.
Lan.
Check in with me once you've made significant progress. As with probability, there is an art to mediation, and it requires a well-rounded perspective.
Okay, so we don't have enough information yet.
Unless you have authorization, I'll thank you not to distract me. No, I'm afraid.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
Well, I'm in desperate need of medical attention. You want help? You don't even know me.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself.
Never heard of it before, but what does that have to do with me?
Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
What is your need so
badly? Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's Mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Fancy myself such a medical professional.
You also strike me as someone on the go. I need committed medical employees, not a freelancer. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
Just know that I rested in automat doc.
Thanks to you, our automechanical doctor has been dispensing medication and setting broken limbs with tireless efficiency. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you.
Hell yeah.
Will there be anything else?
There was something
How
further.
can I be of service?
Condition
As a
at camp.
doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Yeah, you need a quarantine. And that to do to assist with
Since
that.
you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lambing. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
Can't wait to catch whatever's going around. Farewell. Collectible items, recipes, name. Just be higher than the average, not traced as Zenith Biotic for special patents only. Spec. They may be a stranger to these lands, a taxidermist, an automaton that has fallen prey to scrappers, a plumber, a specialist at most depraved and yet essential biological functions, is currently in the trenches of combat. Saloon Bazaar. Alright, so
what happened to this place? Matriarch's Mercy was no secret.
Oh. Administrant Agrawal. Here to finally hash this out, are you? Thought this day would never come.
Yes, well, Our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation.
Wow, let's just
in
spit
the
it
hope
out.
that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least.
It is. I'm not fully convinced that I should be in this position, but I'll try anything once. I'm ready to begin if you
Speaking
are.
as a representative of the Order, we will abide by the Mediator's decision if you do the same.
Agreed.
Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands.
I would like to talk about what I found out about the Order side.
Speak on then.
Tell me a bit about the Order's predictions and their usefulness. I spoke to Victor and her support of the displays.
You actually got the Provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
It's been to return the displaced want for nothing. Except for critical space and building supplies.
If the Provisioner's booked up, I say redeploy another egghead at the matter.
It's less of an issue of personnel as it is of safety. Contrary to your assumptions, we do care about your collective and individual well-being.
I spoke with the Victor.
You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
Exactly. She's out of touch with people's actual needs, but then again, so is the Order.
A bit rude, don't you think? But since this mediation was foretold, I will not dispute your findings.
Taught me a bit about the Order's predictions and their
Did he
usefulness.
also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
He said that they were always accurate, but he was too scared to ignore them. Seems to me like the Order wastes a lot of time and energy on them.
Order predictions are steadily improving in accuracy and scope. Someday, they'll provide us a clear map of our shared future.
See that? They get more than a touch defensive when you poke holes in their sacred predictions.
Let's talk about the displays
I'm all
and their
ears, Mediator.
and their perception. I spoke to the camp doctor about the health and
I
situation here.
understand you were crucial in securing additional medical personnel for Matriarch's Mercy. Thank you.
Yeah, much appreciated. Way to go above and beyond. Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis?
He has meds to treat sickness, but he can't cure overcrowding. Well, you have people living on top of each other, which is a public health disaster.
We have ample room to space people out more, but only if we utilize the exclusion zone.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns.
I found evidence of a collapsed structure.
But we built Matriarch's Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure, more of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty.
Exactly. Refugees shouldn't have to build in these conditions. These huts are crashing down.
People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established Order construction guidelines.
And bam. Fucking bot piece of shit. You heard about this business with the Sub Rosa
The what
altercation?
now? When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire Sub Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd. And I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help.
It gives them more space. Overcrowding leads to frustration. Minor issues get amplified in unproductive ways. The displaced are penned in like animals. No surprise they're lashing out like them. It won't. The Order should work to prevent this kind of thing.
Unproductive is one thing. paid Donnybrooks with surrogate fighters is... well, I'm at a loss for an applicative metaphor to describe it. By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
I rule for this place. Their needs outweigh the danger the exclusion zone is theirs. I rule for the order. I rule for no one. Look, for the record, all this is ridiculous.
Finally understand what we're dealing with, huh? For every problem, there's an obtuse, indirect solution.
Regardless of your misgivings, I ask that you follow your reason.
I rule for the displaced.
Well, if this is the fate that was augured, then I will not complain, though it goes against my very nature. Please, be safe. That's all I ask.
Not to worry, Administrant. The exclusion zone is our problem now. Here. You stay out of trouble. We'll try to do the same.
SMG. .24 by 4.
Where do we go?
Yes.
Have you come to ask in the Order's knowledge?
Nope, your guys' situation figured out. Trader. Edward. Take the Edward's message to post opportunity.
Dissonance?
Region. Ah, you're way the fuck over there. Take the Abbott's message. Investigate the N-ray range. Back up to here. Alright, can we unlock this yet? Oh, shit!
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Standing by to stupefy.
Fucker. Dropped it. Get up.
Combatant scan.
Shit. Drop you.
No target. Take your position. Try to take.
There you are. Dropped. Running through ammo quickly. I already had it. hot shit. Oh. No other locked areas around here. Yep. Is there... How the fuck did they get up here and how am I supposed to get down? That? There we go. There it is. Okay, so the downward motion. Pick those up. Off we go. Alright, up to full health. What we got here? Oh, we already killed these guys, okay. That was the ambush. Yeah, we've already gone through this way. That looks jumpable. Yeah, that's definitely something up there.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
There we go. Up here. That. That. Where were you at over there? Kill you. So we cross here. Checking that out. Nope. Fucking scavengers. That up there. Let's cross that way, then up and around. Gotcha. What's this lead to? Alright, need to find our way up to the other one.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Hell yeah. Reload. Itch. Secretive Elder.
Damn this dust! Stay back! Oh, wait. You aren't one of those damn scrappers. Apologies, stranger. These eyes don't see as well as they used to. Perhaps it was fate you met me here. A capable sort like you is akin to an oasis in a hellish wasteland. So might you be willing to help an old injured man with a simple task?
What do you need, old man? Itching your wounds in this hollow?
Do I look like the fight-picking sort to you? It pains me to think this injury is enough for you to cast aspersions onto me. I was injured attempting to scale that cliff face to the estate. Wouldn't do to have a fresh wound out in the open, where anything might happen upon me. So I hunkered down here. See, I came here to salvage my, memoir manuscripts. I left some files behind when I fled the estate after the war broke out. Tragic, yes, but what else was an old man to do? If you're keen to help, one file's in a locker in the tram station. The other's in the mansion, in the late vigilance quarters. Simple to collect, once you get past the scrappers.
Use treatment, I can disinfect and set the bone if needed.
Thank you kindly for the concern, but I've got it sorted. I've already imbibed enough tubes of antibiotics. I can actually hear the infection subsiding if I listen closely.
You feeling dizzy, difficulty breathing? So now I have an open wound and drug-induced hallucinations to treat.
The best treatment, my good apparent doctor, is to find those manuscripts I hold dear. Will you help me or won't you?
Suppose it won't hurt to help you.
Bless your kindly nature. Do return promptly should you happen upon those, scribblings of mine. Silly old fool coming here without aid. Be lucky to leave here alive.
Yeah, you will be. I feel like you're gonna double cross me and let the fucking shoot you.
hill's not going to climb itself.
Exactly.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Really? These dolts couldn't have come down the hill first to die?
I guess not. Search here. Fucking bot piece of shit. Get fucking banned. Pick up, pick up. Oh, another thing.
So much for that.
Investigating hostile intentions. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Threat detected. You try to limit them.
Fuck.
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Apologies. No target, no attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Locking them down. Torpification in progress.
Revived. Drug crash. Overuse of medical inhalers can cause you to experience a drug crash while crashing. Inhalers disable, preventing you from healing further. To prevent crash, ensure you're watching toxicity closely. Investigate the medical skill can increase the amount of toxicity you can adhere before occurring crash.
I have a fix on your weaknesses.
Okay. Up here. Just that. Corrosive mine. Is there a way to sneak into this place? You know, not really a stealth build. (24x4). That works for now.
Looks a mite picked clean, doesn't it?
Examine. I'd had 8. Turn back on the dragoons.
Coming up on some foes.
Mobilizing. Critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
Fucker.
Container is charged. Taking strides. Check your scope. Medic, flick.
Where the fuck you go?
Let's pick up where we left off.
One more left.
Just give me the time. It's a Trina time.
All right. Rounds. Dope mask. Back over this way.
Tramicular. Always fun to say. Tramicular.
Lucky Spratfoot. Character skills. There we go. Perks. Minus 20% toxicity for mental inhaler. Nature's Friend. Poison teammate 50% slower. Always drops when additional trapped materials. Whenever you trapped items, your armor gains a temporary bonus, and its armor value degraded. Okay. Hit transfer. Shitty lockbox. that.
Oh, we're definitely bringing this back to the ship. Old thing could use a touch of melodrama.
3 more mural pieces. You said one was in the train station.
Fastest way down shore, but you won't be getting back up.
Alright, got that. Time to head up. Alrighty. Just don't trust that fucking old man. Revolver. Buy all that. Nicotine. I'll take the trauma kit. Take both those. What is that one? That's just an explosive grenade. That. Crafting. Craft. That. Mods. Accept. Alright. Don't need shit from there now. Party upgrades. Don't have shit for you yet. Don't know where I'd even get your shit at. What is that? A grave, maybe? Not be too sure. Oh, it has to be a side entrance here, so I don't have to go straight to the front door. No, only... Yep, only the front door is accessible.
Sure, it's pretty now, but have we considered what it might look like on fire?
Fuck you, Niles. Estate key. There's a pet painted right there.
Combatant observed.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Fucker. Alright. So, they no friendly. Date. Alright, pop a save. Poisons organic targets, causing them to take progressively more damage from this weapon. Automatons take no damage and instead will become overcharged, gaining speed and power.
Thank you, dear.
Alright, back in we go. Reload this. And then bypass their armor.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Nobody around. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Combatant scanned. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Dropping it. Alright. There's the estate key. Wham bam. Shotgun hammer? Mini rockets. Hand-sized specialty ordnance used in various weapons and mechanized defenses.
There is a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from Protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
Incendiary light revolver. Complete your work at the refugee camp in the western region of Golden Ridge. You shall ascend the neighboring mountain of Guardian Estate. You shall do so openly in daylight to gain the trust of those within the estate, those present at the Protectorate subjects who have remained in the region at thorn in the side of the Order and Auntie's choice alike. Recruit them for your purposes by any means. Once you have done this successfully, you shall lead guerrilla strikes throughout the region independently. We trust you shall complete your task with gusto. Lauds. Well, that Vigilant lies dead. Infighting. Turn to root. I want to hit some more with this now. This way. Where's this old man at? Down here more. Round. All right.
You've returned in one piece. Did you, perchance, acquire those, precious items we spoke about?
I have both files right here. Gotta say, they don't look much like manuscripts. Still on it?
Youth these days. Off with you now!
Investigating inquiry, suspicious data pad.
You've returned in one piece. Oh, don't you worry about that. Come now. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. My handlers will be mighty pleased with these indeed.
Your handlers? You're an agent ghostwriter?
Just a local logistical agent operating here on Sub Rosa's behalf. Undoubtedly, you've heard of us. She sent me here to collect these files. They were meticulously kept by the Vigilant who lived here before the war. Prominent woman, knew many folk, before a landmine dashed such hopes.
Had high hopes of being a hero. Not just had high hopes. What's a Sub Rosa?
We're a trading network run by the people, for the people. Should you wish to know more, I'm sure some kindly folk in Free Market Station would show the way. Now, this little old spider has to get his affairs in order. Here's something for your troubles. Farewell.
Bye,
Before
Spider.
I forget, stop by Agent Kobor in Matriarch's Mercy if you ain't already. Helping me should be enough to get you past her lackey. Now get! Now to patch
Agent
myself up and
Kobor?
return home.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was? The Protectorate have only been told a walk down the
Here. Oh, I need to have higher hat. Turn it to complete a bounty. 500 experience gain. Let's go chat. The incognito. Remote detonator. Auto hatcher 5000. Sometimes hatching requires finesse and a delicate touch. This gun is not for those times. So we need 4 more. What the fuck does... I'm gonna look this gun up and see what it does. Alright, let's see what this thing does. A submachine gun on to hijack automechanicals, reprogram them to register as an ally, uniquely blending practical function with comedic effect. Just saying scramble. Okay, so it's against automation units. Let's check out this remote detonator. It's a sniper. I'd rather have Val. She does more damage, she has better armor, and she heals. F5, save request.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
What is the explosive range on this? Not too bad. But here, I'll call it there. Gotta get ready for work. Thank you for stopping